Today, I will be taking this noob from 0 shekels all the way up to 1 trillion, but I can only have 1 seed in my garden at a time. And if I fail to get 1 trillion in 12 hours, I have to give away my best pet. I don't want to do that. So here's our plan. Each time I hit a shekel milestone, I'm going to get a seed and item upgrade. But we're starting with common seeds. These are the only 2 common seeds in the game, carrot and strawberry. This is a 50-50 chance. I need to get strawberry. If we get carrot, we're actually cooked. And we get... Ooh, let's go, baby. Let's go. We get strawberry to start with. Easy. 1 strawberry seed, and it is now planted in my garden. And now this is the only seed we can have on our garden until we can upgrade to a higher rarity. The timer starts now. All right, let me hurry up and get this thing finished. It's at 57% growth, but we can water this thing up. I need to get these things croppable as quick as possible. Pretty sure if we just hit this with the watering can, it will like speed up the growth of it too, right? Yep. Oh, we instantly got strawberry there. Perfect. This is the only thing we have to work with up until we get our next shekel goal. Let's see if this is any good. Strawberry goes for 18 shekels each. Oh my God. Yo, we're actually cooked. We're actually so cooked. This is going to take us so long to get to our next goal, boys, because we're not allowed to move on to our next milestone until we hit 5,000 shekels. Ooh, but hold on. We're getting a silver strawberry in here. Luckily, I did stock up on a few watering cans, so we can actually speed these things up relatively quick. Silver strawberry cropped and regular strawberry. And now, honestly, all we can do is just get our inventory full of strawberries and hope we get a lot of money. And just like that, we have an entire inventory of strawberries. And we actually got a lot of gold ones too. But we've already wasted 30 minutes almost just cropping those strawberries. So we better hope that we get enough money to reach our next goal, boys. Come on, come on, come on. Let's sell to Steven, sell my entire inventory, and we go up 5,206. Yo, we made just enough to move on to our next goal. Yes, let's go, baby. Let's go. Now that we've hit 5,000 shekels, we can now move up to uncommon rarity seeds, and we've unlocked Mooncat. So goodbye, strawberries. You put in enough work while you were here, but it's time to move on to better things. And now we're on the next wheel spin, so let's see what we get. And we end up with the rose seed. Okay, that's not bad. I've actually got 10 of these seeds, but for us, we can only use 1. But I'm gonna plant that down right there. And we're gonna hit a grow all right away because I wasted too much time on those strawberries, boys. What? I grew all and didn't give me any fruit? Bro, what? This is crazy. This has never happened to me before. That's insane. They're gonna make me do a double grow all? You gotta be kidding me. We already wasted like 30 minutes on those strawberries, boys. So as painful as this is, we're gonna have to waste the Robux. Because remember, if we're not at 1 trillion shekels by the end of this 12 hours, I have to give away my best pet. Sorry, wallet. You're gonna have to go through turmoil for this one. Hopefully we can get some good roses though. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Not bad, not bad. And this actually spawns in like 5 to 8 roses per thing, which is great because we're not allowed to move on to our next milestone until we hit 100,000 shekels. Oh my gosh, yo, that's actually crazy. And we've already got like 10 roses. And that isn't even the best part, boys, because remember, alongside the seed, we also now get access to Mooncats. So let me place all these bad boys down. Let me trowel this rose into the middle. And on top of that, we're actually going to use a method to help us out. The pancake stack. This is a cosmetic that attracts pets to walk toward it. So we're going to place down a bunch of these. That way our Mooncats get attracted to come near this rose. And just like that, we got 2 Mooncats sleeping right on top of the roses. Perfect. All right, now let's crop all of these and let's hit another grow all. With the Mooncats boosting our size of rose, we should be able to grow a massive one. But yo, we got some crazy roses. Hold on, let me crop all that. And now let's hit another sell all. Hold on, let me see what one of these things is worth. 11.35 kilogram rose. This thing is bigger than my entire body. All right, Steven, how much is this thing worth? 643,000? Oh yeah, we got really lucky getting these roses, boys. You know what, boys? Let's go ahead and just hit a grow all. I think we have enough to make it to our next goal with this. And 4.5 million we just hit. Oh my gosh. Yo, roses, you put in work, Rose, but it's time to move on. Because now that we've hit 4.5 million, we've now unlocked rare seeds and sprinklers. Yo, we're progressing honestly quick. I didn't think Rose's game was like that. We're gonna go ahead and reclaim because I may decide to use this again later, depending on if rare is better or not. But now that we've unlocked the rare seed rarity, we can now get tomato, corn, daffodil, cauliflower, dusk puff, or serenity seeds. I hope for our sake we end up getting something good. Like if we get tomato or corn, we're cooked. Oh no, you have to be kidding me. No, you're telling me this is the seed we have to work with until our next milestone? This is cooked. This is bad. Luckily for us, though, we do have a bunch of mooncats sleeping right here. I'm going to plant these tomatoes down, and I'm going to hit a grow all. Actually, hold on. Let me put some advanced sprinklers. Let me put a basic sprinkler, and now let's hit one grow all. Maybe the tomatoes are not that bad. Who knows? Let's find out, though, boys. Let's see. Oh, we did grow some big tomatoes. Hold up, hold up. And we even got a silver tomato. You know what? For all we know, maybe tomatoes have a high base value. Who knows, boys? Let's find out. Let's find out. This thing sells for 4,876. Yo, this is not good. This is going to take forever to reach our next milestone goal, boys. Because if we look at the graph, we need 10 million shekels to move on to our next goal. That's going to take a while with tomatoes. We may actually be cooked. I'm not going to lie. Lucky for us, though, we did unlock sprinklers this milestone. So if we head over to the gear shop, we can now stock up. I'm going to buy a master sprinkler, godly sprinkler, and an advanced sprinkler. And we're not going to quite buy the grandmaster sprinkler yet for tomato. We're going to use this later on in the video to grow some of the craziest plants ever. But for now, we got to work with what we got. Ooh, wait, hold on. Is this a crazy tomato right here? Hold on. What does this weight? What does this weight? 9.62 kilogram tomato. Oh my gosh. And that's not even with the master or godly sprinkler. Okay, hold on. Let's actually place this down. Advanced, basic, boom. Let's crop all these tomatoes. Now, let's wait for these mooncats to fall asleep, and we should get something insane. And just like that, 2 cats sleeping, and we got thunderstorm going on. Do I have any lightning rods? Let me see. I don't have any lightning rods. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do another grow all. We're gonna try to grow the craziest tomato possible, and then I'm gonna go get a lightning rod. Ooh, gold tomato. Okay, that's not that big though. We need something colossal to really make this worth it. Ah, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna put lightning rod right here. We got 4 cats sleeping on top of each other. This is about to be the craziest grow all. This is about to be the craziest grow all, boys. We gotta make this count. We gotta make this count. Oh, we got a massive gold one. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Now let's see if we can get this thing shocked. If we can get all these things shocked, that's gonna get us a lot of money right there. Come on, come on. No, we didn't get it. Oh my God. Well, we still did get some massive tomatoes. There's one that's even underground how massive it is. I think that may be another 10 kilogram one. So let's crop that. Let's crop this gold one and this regular one. Huh? 18 kilogram tomato. What? And we even got a 7 kilogram gold one. Okay, you know what? We haven't sold anything in a while. I actually think this 18 kilogram one could be worth a lot. Let's go ahead and find out, boys. Let's go ahead and find out. How much is this worth? This goes for 39,000. Okay, that's actually not that bad. So if we go for a sell all, what do we get off this? 236,000. Okay, that's not that good. We haven't even hit 5 million yet. We really got to kick things up a notch, boys. So I think it's time to pull out my huge orange tabbies. These are pretty much the same exact thing as mooncats, so I'm allowed to use them. But instead, they get an extra boost. Because they're huge, we have a 2x size boost on our fruits. And I've got 2 of them. And on top of that, we're also going to be busting out my huge shiny echo frog. This is essentially a walking grow all. It's just going to save me some Robux. Let's see, boys. Can we grow a massive tomato? I think that's our goal here. Grow a massive tomato, get it mutated, and get big money. Let's see. Nothing really crazy. Oh, we got our huge orange tabby falling asleep on here. Now let's wait for our echo frog to come in and boost it. We should get a massive tomato. Let's see. We got a gold one, but no crazy ones. Come on, I just need one massive tomato, please. One massive tomato. And finally, we got some pretty big tomatoes to work with. Okay, I think we can work with these. Now our next step is just getting these things loaded up with as many mutations as we can. We're gonna hit them with a favorite tool just so we don't accidentally crop it. I'll favorite tool that, favorite tool that. I don't even think I can hit the other ones. Yeah, that's all I can hit, so I gotta be careful with the rest. And also, while trying to grow these, I actually did get literally an entire inventory full of tomatoes. So you know what, let's just go ahead and do a little sell all real quick. Let's do a little sell all and see what we get off all of them. 1 million. Okay, we're up to 5.8. Not bad at all. Now, as for these tomatoes, while I can't use any overpowered pets, I can use some small mutating pets like Junk Bot, just to give us a little bit of extra value and help us get to our next goal. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the rest of my orange tabbies and mooncats. We no longer need them. I think we got big enough tomatoes to work with. Let me put down another Junk Bot. Let me put down a hyacinth macaw, a scarlet macaw right here, and lastly, a chicken zombie. All these pets are gonna get us small mutations, which are nothing overpowered, but they will help us get money quicker. And just like that, we've got verdant windshark oil zombified on basically every single one of these. But boys, unfortunately, it took us so long. We only have 10 hours, 44 minutes left. So we gotta make sure this counts, boys. We gotta make sure this counts. Let me crop everything. And now we go for a sell all, boys, please. Hopefully this counts good, please. And we go up. 13.3 million. Let's go. The waiting actually paid off because now we've unlocked our next money milestone goal. Legendary seeds and dragonfly. We about to start heating up. But let me put away all my pets real quick. And now let's take away this tomato. And these are all the seeds we could get next from the wheel. We got a lot of good ones in here. Honestly, none of them are really terrible. So let's just see what we end up getting. And for the legendary seed, we get the banana. Oh, I like that. Not a bad seed at all to have, boys. I'm gonna plant that down there. And next up, we gotta put down our little shiny echo frog because we gotta kick it in second gear, boys. I wasted so much time on tomatoes. Do I have to remind y'all again? If we aren't able to get to 1 trillion within the next 9 hours, 51 minutes, I have to give away my best pet. So we gotta lock in, boys. We gotta lock in. Echo Frog's activating now, and we have a fully grown banana. All right, let's put them away, and let's actually crop these. I don't know what the base value of bananas are, but we're about to find out. Smallest banana we got is 1.11 kilograms. This thing is tiny, but it sells for, in base, 1,805. Oh, this is a lot better than tomato. Big upgrade. Now, for this banana tree, instead of using the moon cat, we're gonna instead use the toucan pet. This pet essentially does the exact same thing, except it instead focuses on tropical plants. We get a 1.3x size bonus for tropical plants, which is actually technically worse than mooncats, I'm gonna be honest. Oh well, either way, let's go ahead and place these bad boys down. And I even got a huge golden toucan. This should help us out a lot. Now let's put in our huge echo shiny frog, and let's see what we could grow, boys. Let's see what we could grow. No sprinklers, no nothing, just toucans. What do we get? Oh, we got some crazy bananas already. No way, no way, no sprinklers or anything? If this is how big we got right now, imagine when we pair together sprinklers. Okay, hold on, I'm actually excited. I made a recall wrench. We gotta hit up the gear shop for this. We unlocked sprinklers a while ago. No reason we shouldn't be taking advantage of this. And this time I'm actually gonna be pairing together the Grandmaster Sprinkler. We better make tons of money from the banana. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. Also, since we're working with a tropical type plant, we can also pair together Tropical Mist Sprinkler. An extra boost to our banana plant. All right, here we are. Let's load up all the sprinklers. All right, there they go. And now let's crop everything. Looks like the biggest banana I grew was this 25 kilogram one. And in base, this thing goes for 582,000. Oh, this is a lot better to work with. So if we get one decent sized one and get it converted to gold, we're in luck. Oh, these two look pretty big. Okay, let's go ahead and crop those. Let's see. Are these actually that crazy? 32 kilogram silver one. Oh, not bad at all. All right, bet. Oh, we just got an even crazier banana. Yo, that's crazy. Look at that, boys. You can see its outline in the ground. Those are massive. All right, bet. I think we have enough big bananas to work with for now. I'm gonna go ahead and put away all my pets. I think we can work with what we got here. Now that we got a bunch of big bananas, our next step is putting down our dragonflies to get these all converted to rainbow. There we go. 2 dragonflies here. These are gonna activate every 4 minutes and turn 1 random fruit to gold. Since we got 2 of these, well, we should be able to get all of these converted to gold in about 8 minutes or so. Actually, hold on. I got medium pet toys. We can have this activate quicker. But just to make sure I don't crop any of the bananas and ruin it, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this with the favorite tool, and favorite tool. Medium toy on dragonfly and medium toy on the other one. Now they're gonna activate instead every 3 minutes, 36 seconds, and we'll save some time. All right, first batch of bananas just got gold, and we got the last 2 bananas converted to gold here. All right, dragonflies, you've done your job. Now it's time to crop one of these and sell to see what we get. I think this one's our smallest one here. Oh, it also got chilled and windstruck. When did that happen? All right, let me get that. And this thing turned out to be 33.53 kilograms. Okay, plus gold. How much does this thing actually go for? This sells for 59 million. Oh my gosh. Yo, that's actually insane. At this rate, I don't think we'll be on banana for far too long because we going up pretty quick. What the heck? We got solar eclipse going on. So we just made a ton of money from that first banana. And now if these get mutated, we're about to make even more. Easy. One of them got eclipsed right there. One of them got drenched here. And another one got eclipsed. Perfect. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and crop all 3 of these. And now let's do a big sell. We need to hit 250 million shekels in order to move on to our next goal. So hopefully we hit that with this. Wait, what? No way. We just got 1.1 billion with all of that. How much is the Eclipse mutation? There's no way that was worth that much. Looks like according to this website, Eclipse is a 25x mutation. And we had all 4 of those gold and all 30 plus kilograms. So that makes sense. Well, this is actually great because if we look at our graph, we've not only unlocked our next goal, but the one after that. So now we can move on to Divine Seeds. And on top of that, we also have unlocked mutation sprays and the Disco Bee. So now it's time to say goodbye to the banana banana fruit, and say hello to all of the divine options we got. We have 15 options we could get, from grapeseed to sunflower, and even one of the rarest ones in the game, cursed fruit. All of these are good, so really it's just a matter of do we get a slightly better one or a worse one? But I really want to get something good like cursed fruit or something like that. Oh, I'll take sunflower too. I'll take that too. I'm not gonna complain about that. Let me check my inventory. Yep, I got one sunflower seed right here, and now that bad boy is planted. Time to pull out the echo frog again, save me a little bit of Robux. You remember earlier when I said I wanted to pull out the Grandmaster Sprinkler? Well, it's time, boys. First things first though, let's get this thing fully grown. Easy. Now let's head over to the gear shop, and it's time, boys. It is fully time. We pulling it out, the Grandmaster Sprinkler. Now that we're starting to get this far into the challenge, we're able to finally start stacking our methods. So as you can see, I got my echo frog out here. Now we're gonna take it a step further, pull out the moon cats and orange tabbies. And on top of that, once we get enough cats sleeping on where we want, we're gonna place down every sprinkler there is to try to grow the biggest sunflower. This one right here is not good enough. Oh, two cats on top of each other. All right, bet. Let me put master, godly, advanced, grandmaster. Now let's pluck this thing out and let's see what sort of crazy sunflower we grow. Oh, two huge tabbies on top of this. Yo, we're about to grow something crazy. Let's see, boys. Let's see. That's not even that crazy. Hold on, let me see. What's the weight of this thing? 190 kilogram sunflower, bro. We could do better than that. Two huge tabbies again. Come on, echo frog. Give me something crazy. I need something crazy. I need something devious. Bro, that's even smaller. There's no way. What is this? 189 kilogram, even less? Boys, I accidentally grew a 328 kilogram one, but I cropped it, boys. It's tough to tell with the sunflower if it actually gets big because they all look small. But we've got a ton of silver, gold, just sunflowers in our inventory. Let me go ahead and sell and let's see what we get off this. We're at 1 billion, and after this, we get another 1.9 billion, putting us at 3 billion. This also looks pretty small. I think we got the one, boys. I think we got the one. I just grew a silver sunflower that's 160 million in base with just silver. So I pulled up the calculation website. It looks like that means it's about 240 kilograms. And on top of that, we just got this thing moonlit. So you know, I think this is gonna be the one we settle for. Oh, and we got sun dried going on. Okay, hold on. Do I have a tanning mirror? I do. Okay, let me put that there. And now let's get this thing sun dried. This is gonna boost up the value a ton. Now, since sunflower is technically a flower, I wonder if the flower frosted sprinkler will work. Let's try this out. Boom. Oh, it did. Okay, we got it frozen now. Now it's bumped up to 1.7 billion. Easy. Also, since we've unlocked mutation sprays, we can now get this thing honey glazed. We can also get it cloud touched. We can get it fried. We can get it chocolate. We can get it burnt, windstruck, and burnt. And now the total value of this fruit goes up to 20 billion. Wait, we got paradisal on it. So we did get sun dried. Easy. I'm also going to try to get this thing converted to gold with the dragonfly, and that'll boost up the value by 20x. It's going to activate in the next 3 minutes, but if I give it this medium toy, it's going to activate in 2 minutes. We got to start putting this in second gear, boys, because if we check the time, we barely got 8 hours remaining. And considering we haven't even made our first 100 billion yet, we're still a long ways away from a trillion. If this keeps up, I'm going to have to give away my best pet in the game. Don't worry though, boys. Don't worry though. Sunflower is going to cook for us. Sunflower will cook for us. All right, our dragonfly goes up in 2, 1, and... What the heck? He didn't do anything. Wait, don't tell me because this thing's silver, it can't get converted to gold instead? What? Yo, if I would have realized that, I would have just cropped this thing right off the bat, but this is the biggest one we've grown other than that 300 kilogram one. Yikes, this is not good, boys. We just wasted so much time and heat wave on this thing. Oh, heat wave may not come back for hours. Okay, you know what? That's fine. We better make the most of this. I have a plan. Since we can't convert it to gold to get an extra value, our next best bet is loading up with all the mutations possible. We have mutations for shocked right here that we can get it. With this, it goes from 20 billion all the way to 36 billion. And since we've hit our next goal, we also unlocked the disco bee pet. So we can place that down. We can pick up our dragonfly since it's useless. And now we can try to get this, the disco mutation. Although this might take a while since it takes 14 minutes to activate. And just like that, disco. We somehow got it first try too. I'll take it. The luck hidden today. This here is honestly probably the highest we could realistically get this without taking too long. So I'm gonna go ahead and crop this right there. And now our goal is try to grow one just like this, except gold or higher. All right, boys, it took me a little over an hour to get this, but I think I've grown one of the craziest sunflowers ever. If we turn around, we can see that this thing is 61.8 million in base. I went through a lot of sunflowers to get to this, boys. After I saw the base value, I did the calculations, and I think this thing is like over 320 kilograms total. Insane. And since it's not silver, we can actually get this thing converted to gold. So let me pull out my dragonfly. Let's get it. And it's just been done, and the base value is shot up to 1.237 billion in base. Yo, this is crazy. Well, now we get loaded up with mutations. Picked up my dragonfly. We're gonna put down chicken zombie. We're also gonna put down disco bee, scarlet macaw, and we're also gonna place down corrupted kitsune. 5 hours 11 minutes remaining. Okay, it's been a bit. I went AFK for a while, but if we look at our sunflower, we can see it now has verdant, corrupt chakra, windstruck, burnt, disco, honey glazed, frozen, cloud touch, and zombified, which bumped up its value to 363 billion shekels. This is a major portion of our goal to a trillion, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm so glad we spent so much time trying to just grow this massive one. Turned out to be worth it, because if we unfavorite tool this thing and crop it and sell our entire inventory, we go from 3 billion all the way to 425 billion shekels. So we have now shattered through our next money milestone and have unlocked prismatic seeds and the butterfly. Bro, sunflower, you took very long, but you put in absolute work, man. Sheesh. Definitely got to reclaim this one. I'm never going to delete this flower. Still one of my favorites, but let's see what the prismatic seeds have in store. Looks like there's only 8 prismatic seeds in the game. We got elder strawberry to sugar apple all the way down to tranquil bloom. All these are pretty good except for the beanstalk and ember lily. Those are the 2 I don't want. Oh, and also burning bud. I don't want those 3. And we get ember lily. Yikes. You guys may not believe this, but me going to Ember Lily is actually a downgrade from Sunflower. A major downgrade. Because the Sunflower has a base value of 144,000 shekels, whereas the Ember Lily has only a 60,000 base value. Yeah, this is gonna be a struggle. But you know what? We've worked with harder things. We've worked with harder things. This one I'm actually gonna plant on this side just to switch things up. And luckily for us, even though we're moving on to a worse seed, we do have better methods unlocked, like the butterfly. With this pet, we can now convert stuff to rainbow if we get it 5 mutations. Which basically makes this pet about twice as good as the dragonfly, because gold is a 20x mutation, rainbow is a 50x variant. The good thing about Ember Lily though is we do get more sprinklers. We can use the Spite Spritzer sprinkler now because we get a bonus variant chance and size for Ember Lily. So let's go ahead and place down all of our sprinklers. Let's pull out our Echo Frog. All of these dang sprinklers right here, boys. Let's hope these work. Woo! Nice little Ember Lily. Okay. This thing looks pretty big. But let's hit it with the magnifying glass just to be sure. In base, 2.33 million. I think that's actually solid for Ember Lily, which is sad to say, I'm not gonna lie. But let's go ahead and pair it up with the orange tabbies. Y'all already know the deal now, and our goal is just to grow a crazy one. Oh, just like that, I think we got a crazy one. Now this is silver, but I think with butterfly, we should be able to get that converted. Let's check out the magnifying glass though. 63.3 million. That's actually really good. You know, I think I'm actually gonna work with this, and we're gonna try to get it converted to rainbow and see what we can get it up to. First things first, we gotta get it 5 mutations though. So let me pull out my sprays. Let's get this thing just chilled. Let's get it wet. Let's get it honey glazed, cloud touched, fried, and that should be enough. Now we pull out our butterfly, and since we're very far in the video, we can start using our mimic octopuses. This should get this converted to rainbow in no time. Let me unfavorite tool that, and let's see if it works. Hopefully the silver doesn't interrupt that. Right now it's 1.7 billion in value, but after the mimic turns into rainbow, it goes to 633 million in base. Wow. And now that we got a rainbow, it's pretty much same goal as the other plant. We got to get it loaded up with every mutation under the sun. I was low-key sleeping on Ember Lilies, bro, but it turns out if you can grow a crazy one, they're pretty good. All right, I took a little bit of a break. I left this running AFK for a while, and looking at our Ember Lily, we've got it up to 258 billion with a ton of mutations. I told y'all boys, I wasn't lying when I said we were going to grow some of the craziest fruits we've seen, which is actually perfect. This is exactly what we need, because if we look at the timer, we have only 2 hours and 47 minutes remaining. I had to let this run AFK to get as many mutations as possible, but I think with this, honestly, we could now move off of Ember Lily. I mean, we haven't been on it too long. Most of it was just AFK time, but with this, we should be able to sell this and move on to our next and final money milestone. Let's sell this, and we go up to 683 billion shekels. The end is near, boys. We are getting very close to our goal, and now we can move on to our final method: Transcendent Seeds and the T-Rex pet. No wheel spin is necessary for this rarity, boys. There is only one transcendent seed in the entire game of Grow Garden, and that is the Bone Blossom seed. First things first, we got to get our Ember Lily out of there, though. We can only have one seed at a time. And now the Bone Blossom gets planted down. We only need less than 400 billion shekels left in order to reach our 1 trillion goal. So really all we need to do is grow one crazy Bone Blossom and we'll have it. Now the awesome thing about the Bone Blossom seed compared to the last few reviews is that it is actually a multi-harvest plant. As you can see, we got not just 1, not just 2, not just 3, but 4 total fruits on this one tree. We're going to be utilizing the same exact orange tabby mooncat method we did before. This method here is specifically very good for the Bone Blossom because of its high potential to grow massive. What I want is at least 4 cats to sleep on top of each other before I can place down these sprinklers. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, that's 1 sleeping right there. That's 2. That's a huge one. That's 3. Oh, okay, hold on. I think this is it, boys. I think this is it. This is it. Let's crop everything. Let's see, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Come on, that's 4. That's 4. That's actually 5. 5 cats. What? Yo, we got a crazy Bone Blossom. We got 4 crazy Bone Blossoms first try. No way, boys. No way. 4 Bone Blossoms that are crazy first try. I knew this method would work, boys. I knew the method would work. But just to be sure that we have an actual good Bone Blossom, we're pulling out the magnifying glass. This one's worth 49 million base. Okay, that's actually not that good. The silver one here is worth 559 million. Oh, that's actually really good. This one here looks insane, bro. This is crazy. This is literally my entire size of the garden. And in base, 433 million. And that's not even it. We still have one more that's right here that's worth 103 million. Insanity. All right, I'm gonna favorite tool this Bone Blossom here, and we're gonna actually crop everything else. Everything else is a lot smaller. We can let those ones go. Oh, 4 more cats sleeping on top of each other. Are we gonna get another crazy Bone Blossom like this? Let's find out, boys. Let's see. Let's see. We just got a gold one about the same size. We just got a gold one about the same size, boys. And in base, 6.9 billion. In base? Yo, I can't believe my eyes. I can't believe my eyes. We've grown not only 1 insane Bone Blossom, but 2 back to back. I'm gonna favorite tool this, and honestly, I think we can hit our trillion goal with these alone. I did some calculations on the calculator website. This one right here is about 120 kilograms. This one is about 140. So that's actually not half bad for a couple tries. I mean, we only spent a couple minutes on these. Well, we managed to grow 2 of some of the most insane Bone Blossoms I've ever seen. I think y'all know what's coming next. This one here is 6.7 billion in gold with no mutations. I'm just gonna go ahead and give this thing the shock mutation, and let's see how much value it actually goes up by. From 6.7 billion to 697 billion with the just shocked. We've literally already hit our 1 trillion shekel goal with only this one Bone Blossom, ladies and gentlemen. That is insane. But of course, I want to see just how far we can push it. I've loaded up this Bone Blossom here with 5 mutations. We're gonna get this thing converted to rainbow and see what this is worth in base. All right, here we go. Rainbow. This thing is 21 billion in base. 21 billion in base. This is insane. If we just give it 1 mutation spray shocked, this thing goes up to literally 2.1 trillion. I'm baffled. I'm actually baffled. This is insane. And with every other possible mutation I can think of, the Bone Blossom has gone to 11.3 trillion. Yeah, we overshot our goal by quite a bit. So let's go ahead and crop this one over here. Let's get it. This thing is absolutely insane. I'm not gonna lie. Look at the effects on this. Let's go ahead and sell to Steven, and we go from 600 billion all the way to 1.6 trillion. We managed to complete our goal from 0 all the way to 1 trillion using only 1 seed at a time. And we did it with 2 hours, 21 minutes to spare. So looks like my rainbow mimic is safe after all.